And the time is 2:45 p.m. and this is the end of the day summary. Again, as of this morning, I did miss this long in here. I was long down here, and right about more than $300 level for me with MES, MNQ, M2K, and MYM. I exited all at market and I was done for the day. And part of the reason I like having targets is the following: assuming that I had gone long here and just waited, thinking we're gonna go up and test those levels in here. I'm just gonna get as much as possible for it. If you did that, then you'll have to endure this bar, which this bar doesn't show in here, and moved up all the way high up here, then it moved away all the way down below my initial buy target. Would have been our loss in here. So I probably would have exited in here somewhere or break even, not have made the daily target, and having to deal with the rest of the chart. Actually, to show this better, I'm going to move up to the or down to the 5-minute chart, and if you can see it better in here. Long exited in here based on profit targets. Then it kept on moving, and maybe thinking it's going to move up to here. It did eventually move up to here, obviously, but you'll have to endure this. And I don't know if I would be able to endure those two bars of selling in here. Just at this time, this is all you see. This is all you see, and you just don't have no idea this is gonna move back up again. You're thinking it's gonna go to low, and we're crashing from there. So it's having targets is really crucial, I think, in any kind of system. It's been more specifically my system that I trade. So as for the MNQ, long exited here somewhere, and the rest is really chop. I mean, it looks like it's moving up, but it's not. There's an uptrend on the MES, but it's a slight uptrend into next week. So, I'm not trying to anticipate what's going to happen. I'm just trading those levels in here. M2K, the same way I exited, then it just kind of came back all the way to break even, then it moved back again. I mean, those it looks easy now because you see the trend, but during the trading day, those are very difficult bars to trade. This move up, then this move down, then move up, then move down. Now we're moving back up. We may end up closing in here somewhere in about 10 minutes or so. So the MYM also the same way, long exited, and I was gone with a 300 for the day. I didn't cover all the instruments this morning, so I'll cover them quickly now. If you look at the soybeans, there's really not much going on here with the midpoint. Never really, it gapped up and stayed there pretty much. The same thing with the wheat. The corn did have one setup in here, and I didn't take it. I don't think I even saw it. So that would have been a good move in here. It tested it again, and it moved up from it with some heat given in here. As for my Forex trades, I'm completely out of my Forex trades. Didn't quite get to my 5% profit target, but it's I just wanted to close everything and be done with it. So this was I took this long from here, exited before the profit target. I exited slowly. I didn't exit all the position on one time. I exited as it went, trying to get the target established today and not have to trade Forex tomorrow, but it didn't quite work out this way, but it was close. So I got in long, took an exit in here, early exit. CAD Swiss, I just took that, actually I took long here, then added to it, and trying to get into a better pricing, just average out at break even. It ended up making just a little bit of money in here, so I exited everything in here just a few minutes ago. The pound Swiss, I took that out this morning. I took a long and exited in here a little bit before the target. It did get close to it. Yeah, the euro. This is the euro and the New Zealand, for example, are two trades that if I had not taken those two trades, which I mentioned in the morning, I would have been done with my target very early on in the morning, and I would have made my full 5% target. And here's what happened. I had said that I really don't like trading the euro. It's an S2. I'd activated it anyway, and it took a lot of heat. Took another short in here, came back, and I took a small loss on it. But I just really don't like trading the euro, and I don't know why I traded that. And the same thing with the New Zealand. I don't have any problems with the New Zealand trading it, but I took it early. If I'd taken it over here, it would have been much less draw against me, and I would have been done with my target. But I didn't. So anytime I break rules, I end up paying for it, and with aggravations and more screen time and losses at times. But going back to the rest of them again, this is from the morning. Euro, I just exited. Euro Swiss long and took some profit, and New Zealand again, short, and out here with a small loss. Nothing else is setting up. I'll just go over them really quickly, but I'm done with the Forex for the week. I think I'm up 4% for the week, and that's good enough. Nothing here. Well, this is the Swiss. Yeah, I took that yesterday and exited here. I don't know why I exited something. I noticed something and got out of it, and I'm glad I did, because this thing's completely collapsed. I didn't take it today. I stayed out of it. I think I saw something in the news. Anyway, the yen as well. That was from yesterday. Nothing setting up in here. Well, there's a long, but I'm not gonna touch it now. I'm done. And CAD as well. The oil had tested S1 and moved up from there, so I didn't touch the oil, MCL. And the gold, I'm still looking at the gold. I haven't really done much with the gold. I'm holding a long options on Plantier and a long option on Twitter. Twitter is mostly news, expecting some sort of announcement that maybe will gap the stock up. The options will expire tomorrow, so it might not go anywhere. But what I do is when I make money in here, I like to put some option lotto trades in here with option plays out of the money, and just see what happens. I took Apple. Apple is also at a level here where I took long a few contracts, and that's expiring next week, so it doesn't look good now. It's a draw, but we'll see what happens. So no additional macro trades. Forex, I'm done. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Most probably we'll be looking, maybe it's probably going to range through unless we get some news between here and there. So I mean, those two levels you could easily scalp at those two levels, I think, unless you have some major news. And that's it for the day, and I'll do this again tomorrow.